So you're thinking of moving to the Orlando, Florida area. Today, I'd love to show you around so you could see it for yourself. We'll also be going through different neighborhoods and looking at different price points so you could see exactly what home would best suit your budget. We'll also be discussing activities, jobs, and schools, but we'll do that in a minute. There's so much to do in this area, so that's why I want to give you all the details. And also, if you stick around until the end, I will give you the best kept secret. You don't want to miss that. Okay, let's get started. My name is Sandy Giff, and my team and I would love to help you to relocate to the Orlando, Florida area. There's so much different areas around Orlando. There's Davenport, there's Kissimmee, there's St. Clouds, there's Clermont, there's Winter Garden, Winter Park. Today, this video is going to be specifically about the Clermont area. I have relocated from New York into Orlando, first in Kissimmee, now I live in Clermont, and I know all the ups and downs of it. So we help our clients to relocate. We also help you to sell a home from where you're moving from. So if you're moving from a different state and you need to sell a home first, we will also help you to do that. Once you come here and you're trying to buy a home, we have helped most of our buyers save over $10,000 or more in closing costs, rates buy down, and also lots of incentives. And the best news is none of our buyers paid us any commission out of their own pocket. So if that sounds like you, let's get into it. The first thing we want to discuss is schools. What are the schools opportunity in Clermont? Clermont offers some of the best top-rated schools, public and private. So we have public schools, we have private schools, and we also have charter schools. Whichever way you want to go with your children, Clermont has it to offer. We also have specialty schools. So we have Montverde Academy, which is from kindergarten all the way through high school, which is mostly for kids who are into sports, whether it be basketball, soccer, football, tennis, swimming. Montverde is geared for that. We also have charter schools geared for different academics. There's various different charter schools based upon if your children are into science or technology or whatever it is that they're into. We also have schools that will help with that. We also have the public school. The public schools are some of the best rated schools. Clermont is a pretty big area, so we have different public schools spread out through it based upon the zip code you're going to be in, but the schools will not disappoint. What about jobs, you ask? Okay, let's talk about jobs. We already know we're in Orlando, so we have all the theme parks. And the theme parks have many subsidiaries that work under them and in the different hospitality field. But in addition to that, we have several different hospitals. We have Orlando Health and we have Advent Health, which are two of the major hospitals in the area. They just built an Advent Health on the outskirts of Clermont. We have Orlando Health in Clermont, both South Clermont and North Clermont. So there's so much different opportunities for job. We also have different motor vehicles coming in. Motors like Tesla, we have Toyota, we have Genesis, Hyundai, Kia. All these different motor industries also coming in the area, as well as technology and IT. Clermont also sits 25 to 35 minutes based upon traffic on the outskirts of downtown Orlando, which we have even more job opportunities there as well. So you will not be out of a job living in this area. And the good news is if you're transferring, a lot of times we have doctors and nurses transferring. We have people working from the postal department. We have people working in various different groups that they're able to transfer their jobs right into the area. And remember, remote work is a big deal still in 2026. I know a lot of industries are trying to get their workers to come back, but we still have remote work as well. So I don't think you'll have a lack of job moving here. Now let's talk about activities. What are some of the activities that you could do in this area? So the biggest thing to Clermont is it's in Lake County, and the lake is truly named. So we have downtown Clermont that offers the Mineola Lake, and the Mineola Lake runs right into Clermont, and there's so much activities to do on the lake. And on top of that, downtown Clermont is right next to the lake. Right? So on the lake, we have various restaurants on the lake itself. We have the Sea Salt Shack, where you could just drive up with your boat or your your boat, your paddleboard, your jet ski, whatever it is you have on the water, you could ride right up to that restaurant. They have seating along the sand, the shore. So there's sand and there's a shore. They have seating along the shore there, or they could come right up over to your boat and serve you right on the boat, believe it or not. So that's definitely there. We also have a picnic pavilion where we have a beach, a man-made beach in the picnic pavilion, and people come there to swim, to train, to have birthday parties. They have different picnic areas where you can set up to have your little birthday parties. And they have a large pavilion that they have all these different events. So they have a Caribbean event. They have a Hispanic event. They have various events throughout the year. As a matter of fact, I must mention that Clermont is one of the best multicultural area. There's so much different multicultural. If you're into the Caribbean rhythm, that's definitely Clermont. There's Caribbean restaurants, supermarkets, and there's also Caribbean activities. There's activities for every culture in Clermont. And on top of that, guess what? Clermont is one of the higher elevated areas in Central Florida. Sugar Hill, which is located in Clermont, is the highest point in the entire Central Florida area, if not all of Florida, if I dare may say that. Not sure if there's a higher peak than Sugar Mountain in Florida. That's why a lot of people move to Clermont because of the elevation. We have different hills. We're very highly elevated. So if you're thinking about hurricane and I don't want to move to Florida because of the hurricane, Clermont may be one of the areas you may want to look into, because if Clermont flood, that would mean the entire state is flooded. Right? So if you want to stay away from the shores, you don't want to pay the heavy insurance living by the beaches and all that great stuff, or living by the ocean, Clermont would be your best bet. So the lake has a lot of different activities. We have people doing rowboating on it. We had a rowboat race, like yesterday when I was there filming, there was a rowboat race going on. And around the lake, we also have a trail where you could do biking. You could ride your bike. You could run. You could walk. People walk all the way around the trail. There's a bike trail, a walking trail. There are different bird nests setting up around the lake. So we have the birds that they come and they feed and they actually nest in these little bird areas. So if you're into bird watching, I would definitely invite you to do that. If you like to watch activities on the water, on the lake, I'll definitely invite you down on a Saturday morning to watch them do their rowboat practices. And if you want to go to the beach, but you don't want to drive all the way an hour away, because that's the closest beach to Clermont is about an hour away. So we have Cocoa Beach, we have Daytona Beach, we have the Tampa area, we have Clearwater, which is a little bit further away. If you didn't want to do any of those drives into the beaches, then I would invite you to come down to downtown Clermont, where we have the lake, we have the sand, and we have a beachfront right there on the lake. On top of that, Clermont has one of the best, if you ask me, national parks there is. Lake Louisa Park is right down the road, not far from 50. So Lake Louisa Park would be a great park for you to also go to the lake, do all the activities I just said. And Lake Louisa Park also offer a beachfront lake as well. They have sand, they have all these different barbecue pits. You could barbecue there, set up your little picnic area. And going back to downtown Clermont, a lot of people come to downtown Clermont to have their birthday parties. So also we have the brick-lined road in downtown Clermont. We have a farmer's market every Sunday. They block the roads off. We have farmer's market. Yesterday we're in our Easter season now. Videos being recorded in April of 2026. So early April, Easter. So they blocked off the road for all the Easter activities that they're going to be doing there. What are some of the restaurants that you could eat at in downtown Clermont, you ask? Well, we have Mexican restaurants, Caribbean restaurants. We have coal-fired pizza restaurants down there. We have regular American restaurants. We have bistro. We have all these different things going down in downtown Clermont. So you will not run out of lake activities to do. Well, then you ask me, what if I'm not into lake? What if I want to do something else? There is so much other activities to do as well. We have different concerts every month. You go on the Clermont website, you see all different concerts coming up. That happens a lot in that pavilion as well. We also have hiking. There's a lot of bike trails and walking trails throughout Clermont, a lot of different mini parks as well. So you will not run out of activities to do at all. What about shopping, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have 2 wholesale clubs. We have Costco, which just opened last year in our area. And we also have Sam's Club. So those are 2 wholesale clubs you could definitely shop from. We also have 2 Walmarts, believe it or not. Let's share a little bit about this area, Clermont, as well. Clermont is a pretty big area. It borders on Winter Garden, borders also on Davenport. So it's pretty big, and it also borders into Grooveland. Okay. Clermont also offer a winery, the Lakeland Winery. Very beautiful winery. You could go for wine tasting, all that great stuff. That also comes under activities as well. Going back into shopping, we do have our own theater. We do have our own movie theater called Epic Movie Theater. We have our own theater. And in the Epic Movie Theater Plaza, we also have different shopping. We have Ross, we have TJ Maxx, we have JCPenney, we have Bath and Body Works. We have various restaurants. We do have Kiki's Breakfast Club. So there's so much to do in the Clermont area. But back to the location, we have Clermont running from east to west and north to south. We have Route 27, which goes from north to south. So we have North Clermont and we go down to South Clermont, which is bordering the Davenport Kissimmee area, which is right next to what we call Four Corners. So in Four Corners, we have Davenport, Clermont, Winter Garden, and Kissimmee bordering that area. So that's where we call South Clermont. In North Clermont is where we have 27, 18, 50. And Route 50 is what's going to take you back into Orlando or Winter Garden, or taking you all the way up back to Route 75, where you could get to Wesley Chapel, Land O'Lakes, and back into Tampa, or the other direction where you're going back into Fort Myers. So Clermont is pretty big. It's a lot of different areas as well. So when it comes to shopping, you don't have to go to Orlando to shop. You could shop right here in Clermont. We have different specialty stores. We have different Caribbean stores. And once again, it's very multicultural in this area as well. Now let's talk about the homes. What about the homes in Clermont? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to be taking you through two neighborhoods right now. The first neighborhood is going to be new construction, and then we're going to go into a resale neighborhood. This new construction area is called Wellness Ridge. It's a pretty big area. They're going to be building out, I think, over 1,200 homes in this area. They just recently connected Schofield Road from Route 27 to it back into 429, which is a major highway. So that makes it so much more commuter friendly. Wellness Ridge is going to back into the Hamptons, which is a part of Winter Garden, which makes it even bigger. And they're going to be coming in with the new Olympus. We heard about the new Olympus. It's going to be a huge sports facility area. People are going to come there for various sports, soccer, football, tennis, swimming, you name it. It's going to be right in the center of where Wellness Ridge is being developed. Right now we have Lennar doing a lot of building out there, but we also have other builders coming in, such as Pulte. Toll Brothers will be going out there as well. Dreamfinders build some homes, not in Wellness Ridge, but on the outskirts of Wellness Ridge. Let's talk about Wellness Ridge. Wellness Ridge is going to have townhomes, bungalows, multi-generational homes, and actually regular homes. We have townhomes starting out in the 300s. We have bungalows starting out in the low 400s. We have a multi-generational home starting out in the 500s. And if you don't know what a multi-generational home is, it's actually a home where you have two sides to the home. You have the major side. Let's say you have 3-bedroom, 2 baths on the main home. And then we have an in-law suite with its own bathroom, bedroom, laundry area, kitchen, everything. The home is going to share two different entrances. So you have the main entrance for the main home, and then you have the entrance into the in-law suite. The main home has a 2-car garage, and the only separation is a wall. So there's a door that separates the main home from the in-law suite. But if you are living with your in-laws, or you have older children, or whatever the situation is, they'll have their own area, their own entrance, and they could come join you in the main home through a door. If not, they could lock the door and be by themselves. So that's what a multi-generational home is. They're building those, and they're also building regular homes. Wellness Ridge is going to have a spectacular amenity center. They're going to have a fantastic clubhouse, huge resort living with a beautiful resort pool. They have tennis court, pickleball court, basketball court, you name it, the amenity is there. So Wellness Ridge would be a great location. So the townhomes starting off in the 300s, the bungalows starting off in the 400s. The homes itself do start off in the mid 400s. The multi-generational homes in the high 400s going over into the 400s. So Wellness Ridge would be a great area for you to live in if you're looking for a beautiful area with all these different amenities going on, commuter friendly, and also right next to the great Olympus that you're about to build as well. Behind Wellness Ridge, we have Ridgeview. Ridgeview is a beautiful new construction development, started off in 2020. Pulte was one of the first builder in there. Now we have different builders coming in as well, but there's another builder that also is building in there as well. We have 4 builders, I believe, in Ridgeview. We have Pulte. We also have Trinity Builders in Ridgeview. Now Ridgeview is built up in the hill, so there are some homes that are more elevated than others. The same thing as Wellness Ridge as well. So both communities are close to each other. In addition to that, in that very same area, Lennar is about to open a 55 plus community. It's going to be a resort style 55 plus community. They haven't released the prices as of yet. I'm assuming the prices are going to start off in the 400s. It's going to have all the amenities a 55 plus community would offer, including a pool, gym, pickleball court, tennis court, all that great stuff. And the one thing I know about Lennar is when it comes to their amenity, they go way out in their amenity centers. Their amenity centers, and I'm not saying other builders don't do the same, but I know Lennar is like top rated in the amenity centers that they create. So Wellness Ridge may be an area you want to explore. The reason why I'm giving you 2 new construction communities first is because we're in 2026. We know interest rates are high and builders are giving away a lot of beautiful incentives. Right now, at the time of the video now, guys, if you're watching the video after this period, don't hold me to this. But right now, Lennar is offering most builders, not just them. Most builders are offering to pay all your closing costs. They're also offering to pay down the interest rate. I know Lennar has a program right now that's also assisting you in your down payment. So they have down payment assistance. There's 2 different down payment assistance being offered. One that you have to pay back. One, if you live in the home for 5 years or more, you do not have to pay it back. So you could literally get in the home without paying it down. Some of the builders are also offering a USDA loan. With a USDA loan, there's 0 down payment, so you are able to buy the home with no money down. And of course, if you're a VA, you know you naturally qualify with no money down. So there's a lot of opportunities right now in Wellness Ridge and also in Ridgeview. If you're thinking of moving to the Clermont area, you're looking for a home with great incentives. Further down below, going towards South Clermont, we have KB Homes, and they're offering a community called Sanctuary. That particular community has been built from 2022, 2023, somewhere there is when they open it. They still have homes for sale in there. They're also offering closing cost assistance, with builders paying down your interest rate as well. And they're also offering a lot of incentives on your upgrades. So that's also an area you could look into. So if you want to be more South Clermont, which means you're closer to the Four Corners area of Kissimmee, Winter Garden, Davenport area, then Sanctuary may be a choice. Wellness Ridge and Ridgeview is kind of like in the middle. So they're right off of 27. They're between South and North Clermont. I'm going to call them Mid Clermont. It actually sits right across from the Lake Louisa Park to give you some reference. So right across the Lake Louisa Park is Ridgeview, and right next to Ridgeview is Wellness Ridge. Now there are also some signs going up for David Weekley. So I guess David Weekley Builders is about to be coming into the area as well in that section right there. Pulte is about to also do another 55 plus community through Del Webb. So Del Webb is known for 55 plus. They're like the brand name for 55 plus community, Del Webb. The Del Webb community is built through Pulte Homes, and they're also going to be starting a 55 plus community on the outskirts of Wellness Ridge in the same Mid Clermont area. I'm calling it Mid Clermont, right? Now, if you want to go further up, as far as new construction is concerned, we also have Dream Finders. Dream Finders is building in Mineola, which is right on the outskirts of Clermont. They're building in a community called The Hills. It's set up on a hill, and it's really a hill, guys. I know you think Florida is flat like a pancake. It really is not. So that particular location is also a good location to look into. I know Dream Finders is also offering huge benefits, especially if you buy one of their inventory home. An inventory home is a home that's already built, right? So most builders like to get rid of homes that's already built. They give you more incentives on homes that are already built than the ones that are coming out of the ground, obviously, right? So if they have deals that fell apart, maybe a buyer was buying the home and the deal fell apart or whatever the situation is, they're going to give you a bigger discount on those particular homes. So that's something to look into as well. Now let's talk about resale. What can we get in Clermont on the resale side? Okay, so we're going to be looking at 2 areas right now. Right now, I'm driving up into these 2 different locations. To my left is going to be Island Ranch, and to my right is going to be Esplanade. Esplanade is a gated community of 55 plus for 55 plus, but we're not going to do that first. Let's go into Island Ranch first. So the Island Ranch community consists of different homes. Anyone could live in the community. They do offer a community center where they have a pool, a basketball court. There's a HOA. The HOA in this community, I believe, is $413 per quarter. Sits upon it's very high. That's why it's called Highland Ranch. Home prices in this community is going to be starting off in the low 300s, high 400s if you're looking for a smaller home. So the price range in Island Ranch is going to range anywhere from the 400s all the way up to say $800,000 based upon the home that you pick. They have single story and 2-story homes in this community. Very nice community, newer community. It was built up by Taylor Morris. Start building in 2020, I'm going to say. And the completion was, I think, in 2023, 2024, something like that. So that's the Island Ranch community. It's all resale homes. Some of the homes offer pools, some do not, but that's Island Ranch. Now let's go over into Esplanade. Esplanade is a 55 plus community, also built by Taylor Morrison. It was built, I would say, it started off way back in 2007, 2008, and they paused because we had the market crash in 2008 through 2010. Then they start rebuilding it. So and it's 4 different phases. The last 4, phase 4, was completed back in 2022, 2023. This 55 plus community offers a state-of-the-art pool. They offer a resort style pool. It has a gym, a big clubhouse, has a pickleball court, and it also has a tennis court. All the homes in this community is single story. They range from 2 to 3 to 4 bedrooms. They have square footage wise, they're from 1,700 square feet all the way up to 3,200 square feet. The price range in this 55 plus community is going to range from anywhere from, I would say, the low 400s all the way up to 700,000. Some of the homes offer private pools, some do not. They also have a dog park in the community as well. The 55 plus community is also a great choice for you. So I promise you the best kept secret in the neighborhood in Clermont. What is the best kept secret? The best kept secret in Clermont is it's very, very diverse and multicultural. It's the fact that Clermont, as I said, it goes from north to south, east to west, right? So let's talk about that. So on Route 50 right now, they're developing so many different businesses, guys. So much different businesses are popping up on Route 50. I just mentioned some of the car or the motor car industries that are in the area, but a lot of furniture stores are coming in, a lot of retail stores. And the best kept secret is we just got our own White Castle. Who remembers White Castle? Remember White Castle? They were open 24 hours. We got our own White Castle. We also got our own Bojangles, believe it or not. We got our own Bojangles right here for the first time in Clermont. We can't believe we were one of the first communities to get our White Castle. So Costco just came in and Tesla followed right behind Costco. And on that, there's a major corridor on Route 50 where Costco is located and Tesla and all these different things. We just got our own Ashley's furniture store, so you don't have to worry about getting your furniture for your homes. But more importantly, we are getting so much more retail and companies moving into Clermont that the job opportunities are going to be wide open. Whether you're looking for a regular job or a high-paying job, Clermont will be offering all of this because of all of the businesses and technology and high-tech that's coming into Clermont that I'm pretty sure AI will not be able to take over your job. Right? Because some industry just needs service. So AI will not take over your job here at all. So I'm open for a Cold Stone ice creamer to come here, but they haven't gotten to that yet. But here's the thing. Getting from Clermont to the airport would only take you like 30 to 35 minutes because it's right off the turnpike. Clermont is right off the turnpike. A lot of times I get calls from clients. They're like, well, I want a diverse community. I don't want too much of any one race in the community. Clermont will be your choice. And the number one best secret is we offer Sugarloaf Mountain, which is the highest peak. And most of the time in Clermont, wherever you are, you have vision of a lake. Whether you're driving down the road, even driving on 50, you'll realize that you're higher up because there's so much different elevation. You're going up a hill, you're going down the hill. Nowhere else in Florida is going to give you that opportunity. And whenever my clients get into Clermont, they're like, oh my God, I cannot believe it's so mountainy or it's so hilly because they've been used to seeing flatness. So if you're looking for a hilly terrain, something that's not too flat. If you're also looking to stay away from the hurricane, the safest place to be for the hurricane, I'm telling you, Clermont would be the #1 choice because of the terrain of the land, because of the way it's laid out. Even though we're surrounded by lakes, now you're like, well, Sandy, you just said there's lakes, so how are you going to say we're not going to get flooded? Because of the terrain, the lakes are low, the homes are high. So if Clermont was to be flooded by a hurricane, it would mean that Florida, the entire state, would be underwater. And I don't see it happening at all. So, and I know a lot of my New Yorkers, this one is for my New Yorkers, my New Jerseyers, my Connecticut people, they love to cross off Florida as it's too many hurricanes, we don't want to be there. Well, let me tell you, if you live in Clermont, you will not have those kind of problems at all. Clermont offers all kind of opportunities for jobs, for schools, for social activities. You will not be bored here. And the theme parks are not just the only park that offers activities in Clermont itself. And if you're into water, the downtown Clermont area is so beautiful. They have a sitting area. You could just sit and watch the water, watch the birds, watch the fishes. You could go bird watching. You could walk around the lake. You could bike around the lake. I mean, you could run around the lake. The pavilion is such a beautiful area. You could have your birthday party right by the lake, or maybe a family gathering, family reunion, whatever it is. Clermont has a lot to offer. And I'm not just telling you on Clermont because I live here. I lived there by accident, actually. No, did I? I don't know. But the thing is, you will not regret this. And the price point in Clermont, for the most part, the general price point, you could still find homes here in the mid 300s. Not a townhome, but a home. So you could still find homes here in the mid 300s all the way up. So we're still budget friendly. And also, in addition to that, we have a lot of new construction going on with a lot of builders giving so much great incentives. So if you're thinking of relocating to the Orlando area, Clermont should be on the top of your list, 100%. Unless, I can understand if you want to move to a different area because of family. But Clermont should be on the top of your list because of all the activities that we offer. Anyway, all these things is what make Clermont a beautiful area to relocate. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And remember, if you like the content, please like and subscribe to this channel so you'll be able to see each time. Like, subscribe, and click the little notification button so you will see each time we have a new video that's coming out for you. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and we should have some information at the top or on the bottom so you're able to get in touch with us. Schedule a Zoom call with us so we could take you through the area, and we could discuss with you what your home needs are to help you to relocate to the beautiful area of Clermont, Florida. See you on the next video.